Let's move on to Bitcoin, shall we? That's a virtual
Bitcoin has now almost overtaken
An all-time high this week of $900. Now, at its peak, if you had have invested $1,000 a year in it, you have to...
Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Will Dogecoin keep going up? We're going to talk about that during this live stream. Yeah, this is a live stream. If you're watching this on the video replay, you weren't here for the live, but that's okay. You can leave comments below, watch through. I look at the comments too. But if you're here live, you could leave a message in the chat and we can talk about whatever's on your mind, because there's always stuff going on, right? Always stuff going on, particularly with Dogecoin, because Doge is being talked about a lot. And we got a lot of new people showing up, which is good, because new people showing up, increasing the awareness of Dogecoin. People buy some Doge, they tell their friends about it, their friends buy some more Doge, family members, whatever, going into Thanksgiving. What are you going to talk about at the Thanksgiving dinner table? Dogecoin, of course, because Dogecoin, I think, is going to be higher on Thanksgiving than it is on Halloween. So we got Halloween tomorrow and Thanksgiving's coming. But between Halloween and Thanksgiving, we got this other little thing happening. It's not a little thing. That's right. That's the US presidential election. Now, just next Tuesday, that's right, November 5th, Tuesday. And guess what? I'm going to be live. I'm going to have a special live stream on that Tuesday. I'm going to start around 7:30. Not quite sure exactly the time, but if you are subscribed and you've got your notifications turned on, you'll know exactly when I start live. And you'll be saying, I need to watch Kriss Packs. I need to watch Kriss instead of like watching stupid CNN or MSNBC or even Fox. Although we'll probably have Fox on in the background. And we'll be looking at the US presidential results as they come in, but keeping an eye on the charts as well, because I think it's going to be spicy trading that night. The stock market will have closed already. So the only trading going on while we're looking at the presidential results as they come in are the crypto charts. That's right. We will be watching the crypto. And I think out of all crypto, Doge might be the most volatile. But who knows? We will see. But that's something to look forward to. For now, we're looking at a little quietness since yesterday. We had a great live stream on Monday. We had lots of people here, some new folks as well, and welcome. Always invite you to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And then if you're feeling like it and you want some free Dogecoin from me, you join the channel. You join the channel, you get your name in green in the chat, you get a check mark next to your name, you get to use the fun, cool emojis that I have especially for this channel, but you won't find those emojis on other channels, only here. So we do have a lot of fun, but I know it's your money, right? So it's a little bit of seriousness, right? It's finance, right? It's your life savings. And some people, you put all your life savings into crypto. And I'm like, well, maybe you don't want to do that. That's a little risky, but no risk, no reward, right? It's got to have a little risk. Maybe not all your life savings, though. So what do we have going on today? Let me jump down here into the corner and we'll do a quick review of the current charts, catch up in the chat, and then I'll get into the news and other things about where we think Dogecoin is going to be going. There's some others who have some ideas too, and I will share those. If you haven't already seen me talking about them already, it's just becoming really clear. It's becoming really clear what's going on. Dogecoin's at 16.8. That's right where it was for my video this morning. Did you guys watch my video this morning? Did you watch it? It was a good one. Dogecoin price, super bullish. Super bullish. That's a good video. If you didn't see that one, a lot of good stuff there. And we'll refer to that during this live stream as well. In places. Let's go back to the 2-hour chart. The 2-hour chart, this is where we were on Monday during the live stream. And, you know, we had a nice pump here up to over 16 cents. But then on Tuesday, we came up over 17. And then this was from our bull flag, we had our post that we put up right up to 17,420, right? Remember, 17,420. And look what Dogecoin did on Tuesday. Came up to 17,420. And so we've relaxed a little bit from there, which is not unheard of. Why would the price go down? Typical profit taking, you know, price gets up to a certain level and some people want to take some profits, take a little bit off the table. Nothing wrong with that, but not selling all, right? Just a little sliver maybe of your stash, take a little profit. So some of that is profit taking. A lot of it is shorting because guess what happened? This whole run up here, that whole run up, huge shorters got wrecked. And so what do? They open another short position and try and get it all back, right? Maybe even a bigger one because they want to get it all back. So once Doge got over 17,420 here, if people had been watching me, traders watching me would have said, okay, we hit Kriss's resistance line here, so we're going to short it. And Dogecoin is getting shorted. So a lot of shorting going on, and not only in crypto, but stocks too. That DJT stock was just getting immensely shorted today. Huge, on top of the big shorts that are already on that stock. So DJT didn't have a good trading day today. Huge short positions on DJT, but we can talk about that a little later. What's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin's at right around 72K. And Bitcoin did the same thing. Big run up, 73K, and guess what? Profit taking, shorting going on. Same thing with Bitcoin. Even more millions of dollars on Bitcoin being wrecked as price just kept going up. So that's what we had. Settling now, but it's not dropping. The price isn't just dropping. We're not seeing Bitcoin back in the 60s, right? And we're not seeing Doge back at 15 cents. This is this orange line we drew. We drew this orange line on Monday. Someone asked, like, if Dogecoin did drop down, how low would it go? And I said, well, 15 cents. That's that liquidity all the way back here from a week ago. That's that orange line there. So that's what I would see. This white line is my October price prediction from October 1st. And I predicted, you know, that we would have a nice big run up and then settle down. I didn't predict quite as big of a run up as we ended up getting, but the general shape that I drew, yeah, pretty close to what actually happened. I didn't foresee this big of a run happening in October. I was reserving that for the beginning of November. So now that that's already happened, what does that mean for election night? And what does that mean for Doge? We're going to talk about that. So that's what we start with. That's kind of the overall view of the market. But again, Doge isn't crashing. Doge isn't dropping. It went on this huge run. And so taking a breather. And like I said, last week, when we do see these big kinds of runs, it doesn't just keep going up. There are always pullbacks. Pullbacks always happen, and that's what we're having today. So that's the overall view. So let's go see what's going on in the chat with you guys, and then we will get to the news and the other charts. Is Doge going to dump? Raju. What did I just say? No. I think there's too much support for Dogecoin for a huge dump. The only way there's going to be a huge dump is if we saw Bitcoin drop down to like 65, 66K, some huge dump in Bitcoin because of like some world event, right? What we call a black swan, something like that. But no, there's not going to be a huge dump. I don't think so. Hey, Vinny from New Jersey, welcome. And Hanford from West Palm, hope you're enjoying nice weather down there. So Matt asks about the elections next week. Will it cause a spike and then a dip before a parabolic run? Just preparing myself so I'm not too quick to sell. Exactly. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to have a lot of volatility. Price is probably going to be going up some. And then there's going to be some fear because the results aren't all going to be in. Election is going to be messy this year. There's already a lawsuit. Craziness. So I think as election results start coming in, particularly if there's some key states that can be called for Trump, that we think Trump is ahead in the polls, but again, polls are always kind of iffy too, and even the betting ones like Polymarket are like, that's just where the bets are. Doesn't mean that's how people are voting. So take that for what it is. But if we start seeing more and more states calling Trump, I think we're going to see Doge going up. Now, overnight, we could see a huge pullback because it's going to get late and there's going to be uncertainty. November 6th, more uncertainty because most likely they're not going to be able to call the presidential race. It'll be sometime the following day. So yeah, there'll be a pullback. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, many on X are saying if the votes are just overwhelmingly one way or the other, we may get a call that night. I'm not expecting it. That's just me. I've lived through a lot of presidential elections. And since the Gore-Bush presidential election, I don't take anything for granted on election night. So that's what's going on. Matt, I'll get you other question in a little bit, okay? Vincent sold a few thousand, hope the price falls, but you need a new snowblower. I know, winter's coming. I had a snowblower that broke. Now I just shovel. I don't have a lot to shovel though. So to the moon, profits looking exciting, right? Looking exciting. And, you know, the charts aren't looking bad. Just a little pullback here. That's not too bad. 16.8. Yeah, I thought we'd still be in the 14s, and we're in the 16s. So that's good. Notification gang is here. Awesome. Becky, hello. Let's go. Doge and Shiba. Yeah, Sheep. Sheep kind of doing the same thing. Nice little run up here. Monday and Tuesday. And then, you know, settling a little bit. That's how most cryptos are doing. There's a few others doing some interesting things, but that's what's going on. Why am I still poor? Well, Combe, if you had been following me for the past year, right, you'd have been buying Doge at 5 cents and 6 cents just over a year ago, like we were here on the channel. But that's okay. You're here now. There's still an opportunity. Always an opportunity. So Yes, Robinhood is taking bets. We talked about that on Monday. In fact, I broke that news. It had just come in, and I broke that news live here on the live stream on Monday. But the way they do it is, I mean, you bet money and you're not going to get paid off until like January. And I'm like, if Trump is at like 63 right now, so you only get paid like 37. I can make more money just buying Dogecoin, I think. Why would I want to give it to Robinhood on a bet when I can just buy more Dogecoin? Just a thought. Dogecoin will hit 50 cents before April 2025. That is a good call. I think we'll be at least around there. At least. Is it too late to buy Doge? Michael, no, it's never too late to buy Doge. We talked on Monday about buying on dips, right? And during the live stream, we had a bit of a dip. We can go to the 1 hour chart here, and we can see that there was a bit of the dip that we had Monday night because the price had spiked up 1875 or so, but then dipped down to 1817, right? And so that dip, that was a buying opportunity. On Tuesday, went all the way up, oh, that's Sheeb, sorry. I can't get to Doge. Sorry about that. So after the live stream, the price spiked up to 17 cents, just about 17, and then settled back down to 16.4 right there. So here we are again after the run up almost to 18 cents, and then price settling back down this morning right around 16.4 again. We seem to be looking at a local bottom here at about 16.4. If there's a dip below that, I would call that buying opportunity. Is it going to do that? Not guaranteed. Right now we're seeing green candles and the buyers are buying up this Dogecoin, 16.5 and above. So you make that call. You make that call. Will Jasmine see 5 cents soon? So Jasmine's having a hard time getting over 2 cents still. And right now I'm just predicting it to double back to 4. And then if there's a huge altcoin run, we'll be talking about that in a little bit. How big is that altcoin season going to be? And how dynamic is it going to be? Maybe 5 cents. I mean, I was thinking 10 cents before, but now I'm not as optimistic on the whole huge runs on altcoin. I'm kind of tempering that a little bit, except for Doge. Because Doge can go on a huge run. Jasmine, I don't know. Jasmine did a big run earlier this year. Can repeat that again percentage-wise? Maybe. Hey, Seth. So I buy from exchanges, not from wallets. I always buy on exchanges. And I buy either on Robinhood or Coinbase. Again, I'm here in the United States, so I can't buy on Binance. I looked at a Binance chart here because this Doge USDT chart here on Binance has about the most liquidity for trading. So it's a good chart to look at for Doge trading. But I can't buy on Binance because I'm in the US. There is a Binance.us here in the United States, but because they don't allow you to connect that exchange to your bank, either to load up your fiat, your dollars onto the exchange, or to offload back to your bank, they cut that a little over a year ago. And I used to support Binance US and then I stopped. So I have links in the description below for Coinbase and Robinhood if you want to check them out. Hey, KB, how are you? Exciting. Yes, November 5th, Election Day. It is going to be exciting. Yes, I will be so much better than CNN. Absolutely. Hello, Craig. Tedward sold half the Doge, some mixed feelings about it. It did secure the best return of my life, set me up for big time security. Thanks for the advice. Again, nothing wrong with taking some profits. If there's a big dip, if there's a huge dip, you may want to take some of that and buy back in a little Doge. Maybe buy back in for the next run up. Maybe. Ramsey's looking at 50 cents next year. Yep. 22 cents before the election, Tim. Probably not. I think during, well, that run up on November 5th, if we do have one, could be, like I said, pretty spicy. I'm looking at 20 cents, maybe not 22. But we shall see. We could see some big spikes that night. Don't know. Why didn't I go live yesterday? Tuesdays, I have family obligations, family plans. So I've already cleared my schedule for next Tuesday, November 5th. But last night, I just couldn't do it. And I know I saw the price going up over 17 cents. And I couldn't do a live. Sorry, guys. It would have been fun. Would have been fun. But here we are right now. And it's even better the next day because now it's like, okay, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it today? And right now, because anyone, when those green candles are going up and prices going up, you get all this excitement, right, to the moon and all that going on. But it's like, okay, we settled, dipped a little. Now what are we going to do? That's more important. That is more important. My Trump stock. So DJT, what I did yesterday was I sold at $50. It actually went up a little more, but I sold at 50 and I bought back in this morning at 40. I had 1,000 shares at $50. I initially put in about, what was it? 17,000 or so. So I went from 17,000 to 50,000 and it dropped to 40. So I now have 1,200 shares. I'm back in the game with 200 additional shares of DJT that I'm riding through till next Tuesday just to see what happens. Yeah, that was a good swing trade. I still swing trade stocks. I generally don't swing trade crypto, but with that big run that DJT had yesterday, and because it's right on Robinhood and I've got my phone with me, I was like, okay, I'm going to do something here. And I did that with DJT. So where's DJT right now? It closed down big and it is a little bit down after hours. So around $40. So right where I bought it at. So rebought it at. I'm still up big from the initial purchase. That's where I am with DJT. Bitcoin did not reach an all-time high on the US dollar charts. It did hit an all-time high against some other currencies, but not US dollar, which is generally what most people follow. So 23 cents on election night. Well, you got to be here. You got to be here live. November 5th, Tuesday night. Be here. We'll have some fun. Hey, Craig, been watching for a few months. Thank you, sir. We're having some fun here, but I do try and keep it real. And I'm obviously my October price prediction was looking really good on the 28th. So 4 weeks in, I was right on. And just Doge had some other plans to go higher. I won't complain. If I'm going to be wrong, I'd rather be wrong on the low side, right? I'd rather be wrong on the low side and have Doge go higher. So I'll take that. But generally, the shape of what I thought how it would trade followed pretty nicely here. Pretty nicely. But I thought we would top out just a little over 15 cents and then dive into the end of the month right above 14.3, 14.4. And here we are at 16. So I'll take that. I'll take that. O-Face, MIU, we got a ways to go for that. Randy's been watching since the last cycle. Jason, can't wait for Doge to clean house. That's going to be fun. And a lot of the reason why this Doge price has done so well, outperforming Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin has gone on a run up to 72K, Doge has run up to 17 cents, was a much higher percentage than Bitcoin. As I had predicted a month ago, we would see Dogecoin begin to outperform Bitcoin, and it's been doing it. It's been doing it. So SHIB, I'm predicting back to 45 where it was in March. Right now, SHIB is at 18. I just 4 zeros and 18. So I'm looking at about 45, and then I'm going to be taking profits. That's where it was in March. Could it go higher? When SHIB starts going on a huge run, who knows? Maybe I'll only sell half at 45 and then see what happens. We'll see what the overall altcoin, we'll get to the altcoin stuff in just a few minutes here, but we'll see how that goes. Robinhood bets, that's the new thing. They wanted to get in on this, that they saw the whole poly market and call sheet thing, and they were like, yeah, we can do that. A little late to the game. They missed out on probably about a month of trading that could have been going on with results, but they're here in the last week, so they'll make some money off of it. Mr. John, Dogecoin going into unseen high prices very soon. Hold to what's coming. Put your seatbelts on. Get as much Doge as you can now before it's too late. Who's winning on the Robinhood betting market? I'm guessing because Trump's number is higher than Kamala's, that Trump is so-called winning. There's probably more bets on the Trump side. It's 62 to 39 right now. 62 to 39. 6 days until the election. So yeah, you get better odds now betting for Harris than Trump. But again, I looked at the details on Monday on when you actually get paid out, and it's not till January. So that's a long time to have money tied up. I don't know how poly market pays out or call sheet. I haven't looked at them. I just looked at the Robinhood one because I was just interested in that. So summer, all your savings are in Doge. Good luck. I put 120,000 into Doge over the past 3 years. So we've got some heavy investors in Dogecoin here. It's not about the average, but your coin count. The more coins, the more profits. Yeah. Do you hold long-term stashes on Ledger? Yes, I do. Here's my Ledger right here. So most of my crypto's on Ledger. Some of it is in an Exodus wallet, and that's what I use for my staking coins like Algorand and Cardano, the ADA token, and VeChain. Those are all sitting in my Exodus wallet because I have those staked. I don't want to be staking on Ledger Live, and I don't want to use Ledger Live for trading. So what I will do when it's getting close to me looking at taking profits, I will transfer from my Ledger wallet back to Coinbase. And I will do my trading on Coinbase. And from Coinbase, then when I sell, I'll be selling back to USDC first, because the USDC can continue to earn interest until it comes time for me to then pull all of that off of Coinbase back into my bank. And I'll be doing that at Coinbase. That's my plan. for what I'm doing. Yeah, Elon thinks there's a magic number, 69,420. Yes. 69,420 for Polymarket. He said it's like, I forget what he termed it as, like it's deemed to happen or something like that. Yeah. How many days to reach $1? I wish I knew, Basama. I wish I could just tell you exactly how many days till $1. Mert here. Hey, Mert, how you doing? Erm will be out by March. I might be out some percentage by March. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. February, March could be some good trading. Don't need to take profits now. Might as well wait till 2025. That's what a lot of people are doing, Ivan. But we saw Tedward just took some profits here yesterday. So again, nothing wrong with taking a little off the table and booking the profit because you never know what's going to happen. So Mert's going to buy back after it dumps. Well, I'm not thinking we're going to have a big dump, at least not until like election night or the day after. But that's why we're going to be here live, watching it all together. I know, Randy, but some people just think that this is all I do, and I'm here just for you guys. And it depends on what Bitcoin's going to do, somewhat. But we know that Doge can go on a run on its own, regardless of what Bitcoin does. We've seen it time and time again. So, well, that's next week is going to be crazy. Next week is the big week. It's election night. So come here on November 5th. I think it's going to be really volatile trading. We will see. So, Dogecoin going into unseen high prices very soon. Yes, you repeated your chat. What do I think about ETH? You need to watch my video from this morning. I did a whole thing on ETH, my video this morning. I hate to not answer your question now, but after the live stream, watch this Dogecoin price, super bullish here. And I talk about Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, and Doge in this video here. Dogecoin price, super bullish. So watch that one, okay? Yeah, we could dip. Sure, we could dip on election day. I mean, we saw what happened with Saturday Night Live, right? It could dip. We have no idea. But, I mean, we are talking Elon and Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Happy Wednesday, Way. Welcome. Welcome. You're going to take Doge profits and put some into SHIB. If SHIB hasn't gone on a big run yet, that's probably not a bad idea to put a little more into SHIB, because SHIB, that's what happened in 2021. It was a few months after Doge's big run that SHIB went crazy. We could see that again. Hey, Jay, how are you? Stream's going good. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Yep. $120,000 in Doge. I'm not rich. I have done well in my career. I'm a little older. No surprise to anybody. And I got myself in a financial position now where I've been able to pay off all my other debts except that's mortgage. And my goal is to buy a piece of real estate with no mortgage. That's my goal this cycle. That's my goal. So, Mert, I mean, I believe in ledger wallets. Just use it as a hardware wallet and that's it. Don't trade with it. Don't have it plugged in all the time. Don't use Ledger Live except just to transfer on and off. Don't pay for their stupid recover thing. Keep track of your own seed phrase and you'll be fine. I have a link in the description below for Ledger, and you can go to ledger.com through my link. I'll just go directly here to their website, but use my link. It helps me out a little bit because I'm talking about it, but Ledger Flex, it's a cool product. Ledger Compare. Here's the Compare. You go to there and you can look at the stacks, the Flex, the Nano X, and the Nano S Plus. These are the four. I have the Nano S Plus, $79. That's the same price it was about 2.5, 3 years ago when I bought mine. Still $79, but I got mine with a little Bitcoin deal. We had a deal a couple weeks ago that was going on, but check it out. Great crypto hardware device. Will the Dogecoin cycle repeat? We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, Reza. I'm trying to get caught up in the chat, and then we'll get to that. But thanks for reminding me. Cycles. Yes, cycles. Wouldn't converting USDC to USD be a tax event? No, because it's 1-to-1. There's no profit and there's no loss. Selling the Dogecoin to USDC, that's taxable. But then USDC to USD is 1-to-1. There's no tax there. Doge, $2 trillion market cap, maybe sometime in the future. Not this cycle. We're not going to hit 2 trillion, but maybe sometime in the future. Should you take your ledger with you? Are you planning on selling? And do you have a means of selling? If not, just keep it in a safe place. And it's not the device that's the problem, right? I mean, somebody could steal my ledger. They can have it. I could give it to them, right? So you can have it. They can't get into it. They can't access it. So the seed phrase, that's what you want to keep safe. That's the key to your hardware wallet. If Trump wins, the market is going to go up. Yes, I agree. Jason reminds everyone to hit the like button. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Yes, hit the like button. Will it dump if Trump loses? So 4 years ago, Biden beat Trump. And look what happened at the end of 2020. And after that whole January 6th thing of 2021, Bitcoin went to all-time highs. Dogecoin went crazy. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. There could be a short-term pullback. Yes, Damien, because there's kind of an expectation here about Trump with crypto that's kind of going on right now. But yeah, you don't know. Fondue was all in on Jasmy, sold it all, and bought Doge. Was this smart? Well, if you bought Jasmy a year ago, then you were up bigly on your Jasmy. So yeah, taking the profit in Jasmy and rolling it into Doge, probably a pretty good move. Probably a good move. A Model S Plaid. See, I'm not ready to go Tesla yet. Electric vehicle. I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm fine with my gas-powered engine in my car right now. But we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. You know, I don't need an OG legacy wallet. My ledger works great for me. Future Finance, how are you? Are there any fees when adding crypto to Ledger Wallet? There is a network fee for moving your Dogecoin or other crypto from an exchange to a wallet. And exchanges sometimes add a little fee on top of that network fee. If you buy on Robinhood and then transfer from Robinhood to Ledger, Robinhood does not put an extra fee on there. It's just the network, the Dogecoin network, which is pennies. To transfer hundreds of thousands of Doge will only cost you pennies. So it's not a big fee for Dogecoin. Some others like ETH, if you're moving Ethereum, you're paying the Ethereum gas fee, which could at times be kind of high. Even Bitcoin sometimes can be pretty high, but Doge is never that high, which is why we all say Doge is a great use as currency, because the fees are so low for Dogecoin. Binance has a fee. Coinbase has a small fee, but there's an extra fee on top of the network fee. Yeah, like if you move 100,000 Dogecoin, you'll end up with 99,990. You'll lose some Doge in that transfer. That's how it'll work. We have a new member, Jason Williams. Jason, welcome to the channel. You will be getting some Dogecoin from me at the top of the bull market. We'll all determine when the top is, but yes, you'll be getting Dogecoin. There's lots of videos out there of how Ledger hardware devices work, Ramses. I'm not going to make one. There's a bunch of them on YouTube. Just search Ledger hardware wallet and step by step, and there's a bunch of them out there already. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not an OG Bitcoin whale there, Mert. I have no thoughts on Kaspa. Kaspa has been overhyped again and again and again. It tends to go on runs, but then it tends to fall back. So it's safe until there aren't hacks going on Ledger wallets. I haven't heard of any hacks on Ledger wallets. I've heard about people losing their seed phrase, but not hacks on Ledger wallets. So Trump is pro-crypto. Kamala is pro-crypto for the purposes of the election, right? What happens after the election, we don't know. We don't know. Right now, there's 50 some odd members, Randy. We've got about 50 some odd in the for Kriss Pack's members. Where will DJT stock be on Monday? That Trump stock is very volatile right now. It's getting shorted very heavily. And unless it can do like a GameStop squeeze, short squeeze, I think it's going to be kind of tough going. I think Monday, Tuesday, there'll be some good trading on it. But, I'll probably be looking at taking my profits on Tuesday. So we'll see. Pepe. Yes, paying taxes. I do it every December. My epic crypto tax live stream. I had one last year and it was awesome. Some of you guys were here for it. It was the most exciting live stream ever about taxes, crypto taxes particularly, and ways you can help yourself avoid having the government take the most money away from you, right? And I do that in December because I don't do it in April, because in April you can't do anything about it, right? The year would already be over. So I do it in December before the end of the calendar year, because that's when you can do something about it, right? And so yes, Look forward to that. In about a month and a half, we will be having the next yearly, annual, epic crypto tax live stream. Why do all the charts look exactly the same? Mostly because they follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still over 50% of the entire market. And as Bitcoin trades, so does most other cryptos. The same things happen in the stock market. You'll see during the day, looking at stock charts in the stock market, stocks are doing the same thing. They're going up, they're going down. Most of it has to do with market makers. And the same happens in crypto. But every once in a while, you'll see like some stock going up or some crypto going up, but there's another that's dumping. And the reason another would be dumping if Bitcoin's going up is because there's some particular negative news about that crypto. We can look at Celestia, for instance, right now, because it's got this huge, multi-million-dollar like unlock coming. And Celestia is just getting sold off. I sold my Celestia over a week ago, and it's just continued to go down and down and down. So here's what Bitcoin looks like. Let's look at Celestia and see what it's doing. And it's dumping, and it's continuing to dump. I sold at $6, actually $5.99. It's now down to $4.75. It's just been dumping because it's got this huge unlock. I told you guys about that last week, if you remember. If you guys were holding any Celestia, I said I would be selling mine, and I did. So, but outside of that, you'll see that most other cryptos went up during that period, came to a peak, settled a little, and now are starting to come back up. They follow each other for the most part. That's a nice green candle there. Look at Bitcoin up to 72.6, Doge up to 16.9, about to crack 17 cents again. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Basama, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. From India. A little fear. So the best way to overcome fear is time, right? It's time. When you first buy something like cryptocurrency, particular Doge, because Doge is very volatile, you got to breathe. You got to relax because you did it, right? You made the purchase. You now own the Dogecoin. No sense in getting all anxious and nervous about it. Okay? You did it. So now you're going to wait for an opportunity of when you're going to sell some of it. So, and you don't have to sell it all at any one time. You can sell half if you want at a certain time, if you think. But yeah, people get, sci-fi. A little fear is healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. And how you get over it is through time. The more time you hold, the more time you're watching the markets, understand what's happening. And that'll go away. But you can still, I remember April, right? We had Iran sending all those missiles at Israel and crash, market crash was going on. Those are tough. There's fear. But that does happen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you cannot send or sell or buy without the physical key logged in and connected. That's correct. You have to actually plug the thing in. Yep. And then you can transfer. So if you're going on vacation and you think you might need to transfer off of your ledger during vacation, during your holiday, maybe you want to take it with you then. With your computer that you're plugging this into. Maybe you do that. Another new member, Randy. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. You're welcome, Turk. Enjoy being here. Yes, Doge is a roller coaster. Exactly. And I'm in the know. Yes. Thank you. DJT is heavily shorted by the radical left. Yes, it's being heavily shorted. And today was a bad day for it. Yesterday was a great day for it. Just up and down, up and down. James, yes, yay taxes. December, watch for that. Live stream. It'll be fun. Yeah, we looked at the poll. So yeah, you can bet some money on the election outcome directly on Robinhood. There's a big thing, Polymarket, Kalshi. There's some other smaller ones, and Robinhood wanted to get in on the action. If you want to bet on the results of the presidential election, you can do that. Now, Polymarket has a bunch of other things you can bet on. Robinhood just did this one particular thing for the presidential. Hey, if you can live with KYC, I suppose they can look into my ledger, I guess. I don't know why they would do that. I'm like, I mean, they get caught once and their business is toast. So whatever. We're going to talk about where Doge is going from here in just a minute. I'm almost caught up in the chat, and then you guys just keep chatting. Miller time, RA. I am not drinking right now. Mert thinks the black swan is going to be right after the election. Okay, we will see. You will see. Doge is setting up for a beautiful cup and handle. We'll take a look at that. Just a minute. Almost there. Doge goes on a run when I'm live because I just got good vibes. Good vibes. Yumfo, yep. Used to get nervous. Now, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Davlin in the house. Yeah, Randy, I don't have thoughts on AMP. I don't. It's an older token that is on SEC's naughty list, and a bunch of exchanges stopped trading it, and I don't even know what it does. So, yeah, Biden said that thing about garbage, and it's not looking good. But you never know. You never know. So, newly minted Doge, Geraldo. The newly minted Doge does not keep getting bought up. It is given to the miners. Right? Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency, and 10,000 Dogecoin every minute is minted to the miners. The miners, for the most part, are holding their Doge. They are not selling. They sell off little bits when they need to pay their bills, their utility bills. But for the most part, they're holding right now. So there's not a lot of selling, Dogecoin selling going on right now with the miners because they know Doge is going to go higher. So that's what's going on there. We can talk about that more if you want. What guarantee? Dustin wants a guarantee when you become a member of your channel. This is crypto, buddy. There's no guarantees of anything other than I'm giving my word, I'm giving out that Dogecoin, regardless of what the price is. But I'm giving out that Dogecoin. So you decide whether you want to be part of the fun or not. From South Africa, welcome. Welcome. Go BTC go. Yeah, the higher BTC goes, the more higher Doge goes. So, all right, let's get into it. What is going on? Well, we have our friend Ali. We'll start with Ali. 4-year cycles, right? We've been talking about the 4-year cycles for the last 2 years on this channel. If you guys remember, right? 2 years ago, you can go and you can watch my videos. I was talking about 4-year cycles when we were down at the bottom of the bear market, right? Dogecoin was 4.9 cents. And we were like, it'll come back. Well, that's what I was saying. Some of you guys believed me. Some of you thought the sky was falling and Doge was going to zero, but I digress. Ali's got it too here. How has Dogecoin traded in the past? Doge has gone on a peak. Now this is a logarithmic scale. So this is based on percentages, okay? Not actual dollars and cents, but percentages here. And then it fades down, downward wedge through the Bitcoin halving year, and then turns around 2016 into 2017. Peak 2017, the year after the Bitcoin halving, and then goes down again. Bottoms out, recovered in 2020, and then 2021 went up to a new all-time high. So we've got 2017, we've got 2021, 4 years apart. So what's 4 years after 2021? It's 2025, okay? So we're not ready for a new all-time high yet if you believe in the 4-year cycles. Ali's saying the same thing. We've been in the downward wedge. We're turning around here in 2024, the year of the Bitcoin halving, but we're not going to have this huge parabolic run, most likely, until 2025. That would be the 4-year cycles. So what happens in November? Well, we looked in the charts on Monday. We zoomed in back in 2020, and what happened? October was flat, but at the end of November in 2020, Dogecoin started to spike. And then in December, spiked even more. And then January 2021 is when it started going crazy. That's where I bought it. 2 cents was right there. I bought a bunch of Doge right there. And I still have that Doge. I still have that Doge. That's going to be my first Doge that I sell for profit. It's about 2 cent Doge. So here we are ending October, and we're ending actually on a nice little run. But November is typically when we have seen sparking sort of the little green candles leading up to the next parabolic bull run. So keep an eye out for a sustained close above 20 cents is what Ali says. So he thinks in November, we're going to be hitting 20 cents and we'll take it from there. Retail isn't even here yet. That's right, Mark. For the most part, it's starting to come, which is why we're seeing Doge come up in price better than Bitcoin. Is retail is starting to show up, but it's not going to show up in masses until we start going on the parabolic run like we did in 2021. When you start seeing those returns, that's when retail comes. It's happened before. So, Crow. Doge is the most obvious play of this cycle, but you won't believe it. It's repeating. What are those targets? He's looking at $1 for the first run. Doge has always gone on 2 runs, double runs. It did a double run in 2017, did a double run in 2021. The first run went up to 8 cents. The second run went up to 73 cents. What are we going to see in 2025? That's what we're waiting for. But you won't believe it. That's what Crow says. You won't believe it. Again, this is just looking at the 4-year cycles, and if Doge trades like it has before, that's what we'll see. That's what we're waiting for. Tony the Bull. The 2-month LMACD has crossed bullish for the first time since 2021. Right there. The last time that happened, rocket ship. So here we are. Same thing happening 4 years later. So what do you think? And then Dogecoin and Solana took that same chart and said, what if I told you that Doge is the Doge of this cycle? And that's what I said in my video this morning, right? Because there was an article about like what token is going to be the next Dogecoin, or what meme is going to be the next Dogecoin. And I said, Dogecoin is going to be the next Dogecoin. It's going to be Dogecoin again, because history just tends to repeat itself. And what we're going to see, and what we're already seeing somewhat, is a rotation out of some of those other meme tokens back into Dogecoin, because they want to be on board the Dogecoin train when it goes crazy. And people can feel it happening. That's what's going on. Dogecoin is the next Dogecoin. If you want to go throw a little bit of money at some of those low market cap tokens and try and ride one up, good luck with that. But as Elon says, I wouldn't bet the farm on that. He said that about all crypto, actually. But that's true degen kind of gambling stuff, because you don't know which of those new meme tokens are going to go crazy. You have no idea. And there's so many of them being made. So, but yeah, Doge. And Master Kenobi is like, okay, here we were back in 2020, and he's counting days from the Bitcoin halving here. And he's saying we are set up right where we need to be right now. Right where we need to be to make that first run that we saw back in 2020, the end of 2020. It's all set up. So I ask, will Dogecoin keep going up? I'm a believer in the 4-year cycles. I'm a believer in all the charts and all the patterns. We saw Ben Cowan going on and on and on about Bitcoin dominance going to 60%. And half of crypto Twitter was like, no, alts are too strong. Guess what? He was right. I covered that in this morning's video. Bitcoin dominance went to 60. What's it at right now? I didn't check it. 60. It's back to 60 again. Look at that. It's back to 60 again. So Bitcoin remains strong. The Doge BTC chart has been going up, though. It's now up above my blue line, which was 20. It was down at 16. Now it's up at 23. It was just at 24. So Doge, again, as I said a month ago, from that point was going to outperform Bitcoin, and it has been. And I think it's going to continue. Going to continue to do that. All right. So what else is going on? Zero says there's no other way. All this sideways and shakeouts are tricks to get the weak hands out. One thing are truly ripe. You won't find sellers in the order books. The price would just melt up like hot knife through butter. That's what's going to happen. The big short squeeze, the FOMO kicks in, and there won't be sellers. There will be some shorters in there trying to jump on what they think is going to be the peak while Doge is spiking up. and they'll probably get wrecked. Maybe a couple of them will hit it at the right time because there's always pullbacks. But Zero went on and on and on today. If you follow him, he's the degen gambler. And he just was on a roll today with a bunch of these little quotes here. The coins have no choice but to pump to Valhalla. If you truly believe this, you'll be unstoppable. Nothing can shake you out. When you have conviction in something, you don't care about price. You don't wait for a better time. You keep on adding. All drawdowns, if at all, are paper drawdowns. That's right. You see the price go down, it's on paper. Did you sell? Are you going to sell when the price starts going down? Those are what they call weak hands, right? If you have conviction and you look at these 4-year cycles and you think we're going to see some of those big spikes coming, why are you selling at 16 cents? Right? I can only tell you what I'm doing, and I'm still holding, and I'm still waiting. I'm patient. I'm still waiting. I think the price is still going higher. So I'm waiting. That's just me, though. What am I waiting for? Well, this was my chart a week ago that I made. Crazier things have happened. You never know. That's not a price prediction. It's looking at the chart saying if we have similar type percentage runs, but diminishing in return because of the market cap of Doge being much greater now than it was back in 2017, that arc would get you to about $3 Doge at the top of this bull cycle. So, Dogecoin achieves crucial breakout. Experts forecast a potential rise to 20 cents. That's what we just talked about, right? We talked about that first moved back to 20 cents. So, we start with that. And then Dogecoin price moonshot run pauses as bears defend 17-cent resistance. So that's what's going on right now. Although we're looking for the price to go up, we got some bears, we got some shorters, we got some resistance happening. So this is just a pause. It's just a pause, in my opinion. It's a pause. Before we go higher. What would it take to make that happen for us to go higher? Well, right now, I don't really feel the bullish sentiment. Some of you, like Mert, think that there's going to be some big, huge crash. I think we're going to have some volatility with the elections, but I don't see a huge crash. Now, it could, November 6th, we could see some dips. If you're looking to buy, right now, I would be targeting November 6th. We'll see. I'll be live November 4th, November 5th, and November 6th next week. And we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm thinking November 6th, we're going to be seeing some dips. Maybe not as big as what Mert's talking about, but we'll see some dips. But yes, the price rally takes a break. Always happens. You can look at crypto charts. You can look at Bitcoin. You can look at Doge. Every big run always has pauses, doesn't just keep going up. So we're in a pause now. There's some profit booking and there's some shorting. That is what's going on. And we see that not only with Doge, but we see it with Bitcoin, with Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin has a bunch of leverage, got wiped out as the price went down. That's what happens, right? You go on a run and then the price comes back down and you wipe out those long leverage trades that people placed thinking that Bitcoin was going to keep going up to a new all-time high. Instead, Bitcoin drops down, takes out all of that leverage. But look what happens up here. You get a bunch of shorters, a bunch of new shorters enter. As the price is going down, new short positions are opening up, and there's big ones. And they're right up here at 73,200. They're going to get wrecked. They're going to get wrecked. So that's what's going on. Also, we look at the metrics. We've got a lot of increasing network activity. A lot of it is the trading volume, because we see an increase in trading volume going on. Happens when prices go up. Yes, that's always a good thing. So surge in network activity, growing momentum behind Doge, heightened interest in the coin. All of that is starting to happen with Dogecoin. So the activity supports the price action, and you can go into the data and into the block, and you can see all the different charts that they have showing this happening. But the increase in network engagement is often a bullish indicator, signaling rising demand and optimism as Doge now tests a critical supply level. Again, in the 17s, we got to 17.4, right? Bulls are focused on maintaining momentum to break through and then ultimately target the yearly high of 22.8. So that 22.8 is going to be a key number. We can see 20 cents too. Maybe there being some resistance there. We had looked at that before. We can look on the daily and we can see where that is. That was right there. That was April 8th and 9th. Doge had traded up to 20 cents. So that would be the next target after this 17.4 finally gets eclipsed, would be 20 cents, and then 22.8 is right there. And then we're at a new yearly high, and that's when we start looking back into 2021 for 35 cents as the next resistance line. But too soon for that. We got to establish 17.420 first, and we're taking a breather right now. We're taking the breather. So that's what's going on with Doge. Bitcoin, well, it dips after testing all-time high. Didn't quite make it. It was close, at least against USD. It was close. So we've got a dip under 72K happening. Again, wiping out leverage longs like I showed. Perfectly normal type of trading. Perfectly normal. However, what's happening with altcoins? What's happening with altcoins? A lot of analysts are bullish on altcoins. Even Ben Cowan thinks we're getting close to that turnaround. We're getting close. He says not yet. He thinks Bitcoin dominance is going to stay around 60% for a while. It's not just going to immediately drop. But altcoins could be that next rotation. Mikhail Vandepop already sold all his Bitcoin into alts. He's already done it. Nice idea. He just did it a little early. He did it a little too early. Should have waited for Bitcoin dominance to hit 60%. Dogecoin is going to pump when it pumps, regardless of what else is going on, because that's how Doge as a meme works. But if you're looking about ETH, again, I covered ETH in my video this morning, this super bullish video. So watch that one. Talked about Bitcoin dominance, and I talked about ETH and how we could see first, before we get to the full altcoin bull run, we could see this conversion to ETH first. And we were seeing that in the charts today. ETH is up 1%, Bitcoin's down 0.5%. So ETH is in the green, actually. ETH has been going up today, much more. ETH did not drop down like others. It just kept going up. Taking a little breather now at noon today, but it had continued to go up. And so we were seeing some strength in ETH buying finally. Haven't seen that for a while, but ETH has a long ways to go for its recovery. It's got a long ways to go. But I covered all of that in detail in this morning's video. But yes, altcoins, this is what will happen is you'll see this Bitcoin dominance go up to 60% like it did, and then you'll see the drop. But typically, it doesn't drop right away, right? There'll be some rotation to ETH first, and then all the alts. So it's kind of a double move. And that's what happened back in 2021, was this double move. ETH went crazy, and then alts. And a lot of it was Doge. Doge was really leading the alt season because it was going crazy. So I'm expecting that kind of thing to happen. So there you go. There's my overview on the news. Doge is showing nice recovery from a dip we had at noon down to about 16.5. So 16.5 at noon, and now we're back up to 16.8, 16.9. Nice. Would I suggest anyone invest in Pepe? Pepe's probably going to go on another run, I would imagine. Maybe if you want to throw a little bit at another meme token, pick your meme token. Pepe, with Bonk, all of them will probably do okay. I don't think they're going to do the same percentage gains from here as Doge is going to do. Pepe already went on a huge run. Look where it was a year ago, and look where it is now. That price difference is huge. So now you're buying in after that first big run already happened. So I don't know, you're not going to see the same results again. But that's how we see it with these other meme tokens. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. You're going to wait till Ben buys alts first? He's pretty honest and open about what he's doing, but his 60% video was pretty good. He talked a lot, again, a lot about Bitcoin dominance, but he also talked about this whole narrative about where is it going to go from here. And I thought that was pretty good. At least ETH is starting to move finally. I know, right? It just got beaten down so bad. But we also have the ETH layer 2s. We've got Arbitrum is up and Optimism is up. So the whole ETH ecosystem is moving, and even Cardano. Last night when Cardano went over 36 cents, I tweeted like, woo, Cardano over 36 cents. It hasn't been there since like a week ago. Poor Cardano. We were talking on Monday about what's going to get to $1 first. Cardano, the ADA token, or Dogecoin. Even Dogecoin is less than half of what ADA is right now. It's like most people think it'll be Doge and not Cardano. What am I thinking for a dip? I just said it a little bit ago. I'm like, 15 cents maybe at the most, but again, even dipping below 16. I mean, we did a lot of trading there on Monday at that level. This was my Bart Simpson. I thought we were going to continue the little Bart Simpson pattern here. And Doge said, nope, I'm just going to blast right through that. But again, all of that was right around 16 cents. Can Doge go to $1 without Tesla accepting Doge for payments? Well, if Elon decides to use it on X for X payments, that would be the thing that would do it. But that's not happening anytime soon. So Sci-Fi is targeting 30 cents to shave some profits. Yep. How long till we flip XRP? Good question, Richard. We have been watching this. We've been watching Doge catch up. Let me refresh so we get the latest here. So XRP is at 29.8. Dogecoin is at 24.8. So it's still $5 billion away. It had been closing the gap and now settling a bit. But I mean, look, over the past 7 days, Dogecoin is up 21%. And XRP, it's a stable coin, 0.24. Just slightly better than USDC. That's XRP. So yeah, Doge is, I think Doge is going to catch it. Will it be by the end of this year? Maybe. Maybe. And then, like I said, also, I think SHIB, when it goes on its big run, it's going to pass Cardano, Toncoin, and Tron. And it'll be number 9. I could see that happening with SHIB. So that's the power of these meme coins, meme tokens that can happen when they start moving. You could start seeing something like that, which is huge. Huge. Dogecoin is always the Doge, and Dogecoin, yep, and one Doge always equals one Doge. One Doge equals one Doge. Always have 2 bags on, one long, one short. If you want to trade it that way, I guess. I think before we start talking about Christmas, Gilo, we need to see what happens next week with the election. There could be some craziness next week. Doge Viking thinks ADA will be to $1 before Doge. Wow. The sentiment was pretty strong on Doge on Monday when we talked about it. Yes, I do own Chainlink. I bought it at $6. We're now at about 12. So I'm still like almost double. Here's Link. Yeah, Link's over 12. So, but Link's it's moving pretty slow. Chainlink's moving pretty slow. CDM's in the house. Welcome. You've got a lot to catch up on. A lot to catch up. I already went through all the charts and all the news. Got a lot to catch up on. So my latest thing was 2 purchases because I sold my Celestia. Some of it went into Morsui, but I bought Dia. And Dia today went on a big run and then just dumped right back down. Yeah, I bought back here. Just at $1 right there after this sort of double dip. So I bought Dia. And Dia is an oracle like Chainlink. And could Dia become a big thing? Maybe. So I bought some of this. Not a lot, but bought some of this. And then I also bought Math. Who knows what's going to happen with Math? It went on a big dump after this huge run. It went on this big run and then dumped down, came back up and was dumping again. And so I bought some. And right now I'm a little bit up. Yeah, I bought it right around 35 cents on Math. We'll see what happens. Again, this is just a small part of my portfolio for the rest of this bull run. And we'll see whether some of these lower market cap ones can see some huge gains. So again, I'm mostly Doge. I think it's over 30% Doge, if I remember. Yep, 30.4% Doge right now. I keep this on my portfolio down here on my laptop. 30.4% Doge. So that's my portfolio. And I've showed my portfolio before to you guys. But yeah, over 30% Doge. But I believe in diversifying. Hey, dancing Doge. I believe in having some diversification because I like to be in coins when they pump, like Jasmine. When Jasmine went crazy, I was like, yeah, I got a bag of Jasmine. And now my Jasmine holding is much larger than it originally was because it went on a big run already. So that was fun. What is a meme coin to get in early that could do Doge-like gains? What did I say? The next Dogecoin is Dogecoin. The next Doge is Doge. We see it on the charts. The next Doge is Doge. Any low cap token that you're throwing money at, you never know. You never know. But Doge has history here, and Doge has excitement. Doge has this whole thing going on with this election with Elon, and I mean, it's just, this is where you want to be. I can only tell you what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. You do you. You want to go find what you think is the next Doge. But like I said, I've got a little bit into Sheeb. I got a little bit into Bonk, and I have a little bit into Pepe. Just to, a few more memes just that could go crazy, and I want to be exposed to them. And then that's it on the memes. The other things I have, I've showed before. Sui, Say. I have some old Ethereum Classic still, some old VeChain still, some old Harmony One. I'm selling all of those at the top of the bull market, completely getting out of them. The only thing I'm going to have left at the end of 2025 is I'll still have a bag of Doge. I'm not selling it all. I'll still have Bitcoin, and I'll probably keep about half of my Sui tokens because I think Sui is going to be huge going forward. So I'm going to keep some of that. And the rest of it, I am booking profits and getting out of my mortgage. That's my plan. What are the odds November 5th is buy the rumor, sell the news? Big odds. Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I referenced Saturday Night Live, the May 8th Saturday Night Live, to be exact. It was May 8th. Just so you get it right. Dogecoin had actually hit its previous all-time high on May 7th, though. It was the day before. It was the day before. It was already getting shorted down before Saturday Night Live even started. That was already happening. But yeah, there's a big chance that we could see some price spikes up going into or even partway through election day, and then it dumping. Absolutely dumping. The shorters are going to be out there. They're going to be looking for it. That's what happened on May 8th, 2021. Same thing. So yeah, there's a real good chance of that kind of thing happening again. That's why I'm going to be live. I'm going to be live because it could be really crazy. We covered Bitcoin dominance. So Ben Cowan thinks it hit 60. It'll probably float around in the low 60s for a while, and then we're going to see this rotation happening to ETH and the alts, and Bitcoin dominance will go back down. You're shorting at 73. I'm thinking that if Bitcoin makes another run at 73, we could see it push to a new all-time high. But you're a bear and I'm a bull, so there's the difference. You're welcome, Jay. You're welcome. Thank you, Moreno. Oh, Matt, I was going to get to you. Yes, Matt had a good question. And he's looking at his Robinhood on his phone, but he already transferred a bunch of his coins off of Robinhood to a wallet. And now when he looks at Robinhood on his phone, it doesn't show all of his crypto. And it's like, how can I see what my total is of crypto? So there's two ways to do it. One that I've showed you before is called a spreadsheet. So, and this is the spreadsheet for the Kriss Pax DCA portfolio. It's in this spreadsheet. Here's all the Dogecoin we bought. We started on July 14th, 2023, and we DCA'd through August, September, and into October of 2023. And we bought 75,000 Dogecoin. And with each purchase, I logged it in the spreadsheet. So I have a record here. Now, all this is on Coinbase. We bought it all on Coinbase, and Coinbase has it all. But I was showing this because some of you will take some of these coins and you'll move them. You'll transfer them. But this, or maybe you only sell half and you want to keep a record of what you still have and what you profited on and how much that was. The best way to do it is a spreadsheet. And it's a pain in the butt to put in each individual entry, right? Especially this last one. Look at that one. 14,000 Doge at a price of 0.0588. $835. That was the rest that was in my cash account. Was that $835, and I just like dumped it all in at 5,885, and that was just about the bottom of Doge of 2023, was right there. So then if you sell half the Doge or whatever amount you sell, you can mark it on your spreadsheet. But also on the spreadsheet, what I do is I do my totals here and see what the profit is. So what's the price of Dogecoin right now? It's $16.92, right? So we can, right there, I can go 0.1692 and I can see exactly what my profit is. So bought $4,600 worth of Doge. It was just under half of my initial 10,000. At the current price, that means that 4,600 is now worth 12,700, up 270%. Profit of $8,097. Just on a spreadsheet. It's a pain in the butt to do line by line, but once it's all set up, see, Matt, you can see exactly what it is. Now, if I move this Dogecoin over to a Ledger wallet, I'll mark it. I can create a new column here, and I can just put in like which ones are on Ledger, and I can just type that in. I can just say Ledger, right? And then, all the ones that are on Ledger, I could highlight what I moved. And I could even put a date here in another column, like what date I actually moved it. So I know that that's the Doge that I moved. In your case, maybe it was Bitcoin or whatever you moved, right? And you just keep track of it. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is on CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap has this portfolio. And so I did the same thing. I just took all of that information from that spreadsheet and I put it into CoinMarketCap. And so this portfolio is the same portfolio that you just saw the spreadsheet. Again, I did this just to show you guys how you can keep track. So here's that Dogecoin, 75,000 Doge, average of 0.06176 right there. Now, it doesn't matter where this Doge is. It could be on a Ledger. I could have moved it, but this still shows the original purchase right here. And you can click on it. Sorry, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to come over here and I wanted to look at the transactions right there. And then here's all the individual transactions in reverse order. Same thing that was on that spreadsheet. I just did it all on here just to show you how you can keep track on CoinMarketCap portfolio. And here's that last buy on October 9th, $835, 14,000 Dogecoin. So it's all right there. So this is I mean, it's great. Not only does it show you like very quickly, like all the coins, it gives you some good data on how it's all performing, gives you some nice charts and graphs of your overall performance, the allocation by percentage in your portfolio. Doge is now 52%. So it started at 46%. Now it's up to 52%. So that's another way you can keep track. You just have to create a free account on CoinMarketCap and then create a portfolio. But you add your transactions though, and you just do, and you can just go into your Robinhood account, and Robinhood will show you each transaction you made, when you made it, what you paid, how many coins you got, and you can just put it all into CoinMarketCap in this portfolio, and it'll add it all up for you. So that's a cool way to do it. So try one of those. Let me know how it goes, Matt. Let me know how it goes. All right. Will SHIB go crazy in 2025? Probably. I say probably. SHIB is going to go crazy, which is why I have a little bag of SHIB, because 2021, I did not have any SHIB. And it went on that crazy run. And SHIB's price came way back down in the bear market. And I was like, well, if SHIB is going to go on another crazy run, I'm going to have a little bit of it. So I bought some. Why would you keep any coins when you can sell high and buy low in a bear market? I don't see the logic in holding any coins beyond the bull run, even Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now I did it. That Doge that I held in 2021, I did not sell up at the top because I was convinced Doge was going to $1, like most people were at that time. It's like Doge going to $1, and then it went back up to 35 cents in October, and I was like, okay, here we go. Bitcoin went up to 69K, but Doge didn't keep running. Doge instead started falling in October while Bitcoin was still going up. And at that point, I was like, well, I'm just going to hold it through the next bull run. The other reason is you want to look at how long you hold things, because when you sell for a profit, a short-term capital gains tax is going to cost you more on the tax side, at least here in the United States, than a long-term capital gains tax. So I'm only trying to sell coins that I've held for over a year. So that's another reason you would want to hold longer, is to save on the tax side. So just some thoughts. Have I given a SUI prediction this bull run? I haven't, Steve. I haven't really looked out into SUI's future. No one's asked me that, actually. Nobody's asked me that question. Where's SUI going to go from here? So, this is just on Coinbase. SUI started trading on Coinbase here in May of 2023. So we don't have quite all of its history here, but we could look at this most recent action though, and we could say, well, we want to bring that down, right, where the current price is. So what would we see short term, short and long, right? If we were gonna bet and trade it, you can look at something like that, and you can pull these up, and you can set some targets here on where you think SUI could trade. Or we could go and start setting a fib, and we can say, well, let's look at the top and come down to the dip, and we can start looking at what some of those targets look like. So the 1.618 is at $2.83. Again, these would be all-time highs. So we would see $2.83, and then the 2.618 would be $3.59. So we can start looking at what those percentage gains look like to get up to 283. That would be a 40% run from here. Many think altcoins are going to do more than that in this bull cycle. More than 40%. Because if Bitcoin goes from 70K to 140K, let's say it doubles, that's 100%. So let's go up to the next line here, $3.59. That's a 76% rise. 76%. Still not 100%. So then we can look at the next level on the fib, and that would be 114%. And that's at $4.35. So looking at where I think these where I think the overall market's going to go, and that I think we're going to see a doubling in price of alts, at least. At a minimum, I would see $4.36 for SWE. That's the first time I did that on SWE. But there you go. There you go. Look at Doge on the weekly. Strong move up on the weekly chart. On the daily, yeah, we turned a little red today. But we had 4 strong days of green candles for Doge. Not quite ready to get back to 17 cents yet. Moreno joined the channel. Thank you. Another new member of the channel. You will be getting Dogecoin from me. You will be getting Dogecoin. The Doge is consolidating a cup and handle for a swing to 23 cents. Yeah, I guess you could say it's some kind of huge cup and handle. But it's kind of already broken it. So, I mean, this was really the cup was really this. And that was the handle. And we broke it. So I think we're already out of that cup and handle formation for Doge. Short at 23 cents. Hey, if Doge ticks up to 23 cents very quickly, shorting it probably isn't a bad idea. I just can't short Dogecoin. I want Dogecoin to go up. I do not want Dogecoin to go down. I cannot short it. So I heard this afternoon that Trump didn't actually say this. It was a false quote that crypto shouldn't be taxed. And I don't know how it got. I don't know the details of where this started, but I did see it yesterday or last night, which would be great because let's say you want to use Bitcoin or Dogecoin to buy a cup of coffee, right? Well, if you bought it 2 cents and you sell it 16 cents, sell, mean you actually use it to buy something, that's a taxable event. And you have to pay the capital gains tax on that amount of Doge, right? Let's say you spent 20 Doge, right? You spent 20 Doge on a cup of coffee. Well, that 20 Doge, you bought at 2 cents. Let's say, in my example, right? And then I made that transaction when Doge was 16 cents. That is taxable. The gains on those 20 Doge is taxable. So not only do you have to pay the tax on the coffee you just bought, but you also have then in tax season, you've got to pay the capital gains tax on the increase in price. And why do you have to do that? Because it's not officially a currency. It's not a currency. It's a security or a commodity or whatever it is. And when you buy and sell securities and commodities, taxable event. Even if you use it to trade. Like if I wanted to trade a bar of gold, right, for something, right? That's a taxable event. Gold is not a currency. Same thing with crypto. Even though it's called cryptocurrency, it's not a currency. Now in El Salvador, it's a currency. Hey, 17 cents. We did it, guys. Patience, right? Patience. Back to 17 cents. Let's go. Let's go, Doge. 2,000 profits so far. Nice. Profit's profit, right? There's some people who are still trying to catch up from 2021 or earlier this year, buying up in the 20s. We're going to talk about advice for taking profits in November and December, Ryan. So join in on the live streams. I want to get through this election stuff first. And then we're going to start talking about different profit-taking strategies. All right? So we'll get there. There's another cup and handle forming. There might be on a low time frame. I don't really follow that. Hey, breakthrough. Yeah, we talked earlier about 16 cents, maybe $15.99. But if there's some bigger event that happens, like Mert is thinking about, maybe 15 cents. But that would be a support. We just showed that on the chart just a little bit ago. Real bull market won't start until the middle of 2020. No, it's going to start when Dogecoin decides it's time to start. In 2021, it was the end of January. It was the end of January. That's when the real bull market started. But we'll see. If it starts before the middle of 2025, I won't let you forget it. Okay, Bert? Chad says Elon will make it happen. Elon might be a little busy. Department of Government Efficiency. Plus running SpaceX and Tesla and the Boring Company. And I mean, he's doing a lot. Brian, welcome. Great info. Yes, we have a lot of fun here too. Earlier, we went through all these different charts. So you can always scroll back and you can see us covering all these charts. So that was pretty cool. And then we covered news articles, because I always do cover the news and the charts, both in my videos and my live streams. So those were a few that we covered earlier in the live stream. What do I think about the unlocking TIA tokens? Yeah, it's going to affect the market badly. It already has. I sold my Celestia. I had a bag of Celestia, and I sold it last week for $6. I made my sale, and that was back up here last Thursday. I sold at $6, and look at it just dumping. Because, as I've been saying for weeks, and some of you guys have heard me, saying it again and again. Be careful of Celestia. If you've got Celestia tokens, you're going to want to sell. Now, I was targeting 650, and it tried it back here and couldn't make it. And then it's like, finally, I just said $6, fine, sold. And then it's been dumping. And then I think we're going to see tomorrow's price even lower. So do you buy on the other side on the dip if you believe in the Celestia, like what they're doing? Maybe. But like I said earlier, I already took that money and put it into other things for the upcoming bull run. So I'm not in Celestia anymore. And in our Kriss DCA portfolio, I swapped it out for SUI because we didn't have SUI in here. And look, I'm already up 20% on that SUI. We bought it $1.69, and SUI's up over $2. So yes, glad we sold that Celestia and put it into something going up like SUI. So that's good for me because in this portfolio, this is my part. So I have a little SUI there. And this Dogecoin, again, I'm going to be giving away. I'm giving away all that Dogecoin to all the channel members. I'm probably going to keep the Bitcoin, and everything else I'm going to sell. And that's my profit. But you guys get this Dogecoin. Again, so convinced I was in the summer of 2023 that prices were going to be significantly higher 2024 into 2025 than where we were in the summer of 23, that I was willing to put $10,000 of my money into this portfolio, convinced it was going to do great. And look at it now. It's at $24,000. So it's more than doubled. And it's going to go higher. It's going to go a lot higher. So I get to keep the profits on all this stuff, which is just about not quite $10,000 yet. But Doge is up 8,000 alone. But I'm giving that Dogecoin away to you guys. To you guys. Well, like Moreno and others who just joined. Brian's a channel member. He'll be getting Dogecoin from me. If you want to get some of that Dogecoin, just go to my YouTube page, and right here where it says Our Members, you come over here and you hit the join button. It'll tell you all about it. You get your name in green in the chat. You get a check mark next to your name. The check mark changes colors the longer you're a channel member. And you get to use these fun custom emojis in the chat that others don't get to use, which includes some fun Dogecoin ones as well. And Josh as well. Yes, Josh. You will be getting Dogecoin from me. We'll figure out when the top of the bull market is. We'll figure that out. Doge not able to hold 17 cents right now. Bulls and bears battling it out. Hello, hello. I feel that Doge will be higher than $1. What do you think? You haven't been watching me. You can go on to my Twitter, X, I call it X Twitter, at KrissPax, and I posted my target right there. Now, is $3 actually going to happen? Is that a prediction? Not yet. Not yet a prediction, but we'll see. You want my Bitcoin? I'm not giving away that Bitcoin, Mert. Sorry. I'm not giving away the Bitcoin. I'm giving away the Doge. That was the deal. Link. Yeah, chain link. 1226. That's a nice little run from yesterday. It's a start. So $24 was my price target when I bought at 6. That would be a 4x, $24, which would be double from here. And that's still, that was a prediction from 2 years ago, just about a year and a half ago. Still $24. Now, how high did it get back up in March? How high did it go? It hit 21. It hit $21 in March. Now I'm predicting 24. Yes, let's go Chainlink. I've got a little bag of that too. If Trump doesn't get elected, will crypto drop? Yeah, we're getting that question like every 15 minutes. Look at 2020. Joe Biden won the presidency over Donald Trump. And what happened in 2020? Crypto went up. Huge. Crypto went up. It doesn't matter. Short term, maybe there'll be some more excitement if Trump wins because he has been talking more about crypto and Elon is involved, especially for Dogecoin. If Kamala wins, Bitcoin doesn't care. And most other cryptos won't care. They'll still go up. So, hey Olaf, how are you? Yes, more Doge for your bag, Moreno. I just showed you, Johnny, how to join. Chad's asking, should you buy Doge or will it dip more? Chad, that's up to you, man. We've been talking about dips, possibilities. You have to make that decision. There's always a chance, right? Some will say any time is a good time to buy Doge. Anytime. But there's always dips. Sometimes the dips might be a little higher, though, if you're waiting. Because we just had a dip right here at noon today. Now, 1640 or 1650, 16 and a half. Will it go lower? It very well could. You have to decide that. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell exactly what's going to happen. We can look at the news. We can look at the trends, right? We can forecast. Bert thinks there's going to be a huge dump in early 2025. Huge dump. So you can wait for that. But we will see. Josh says, get you some. Get some of that Doge. Department of Government Efficiency, getting the Doge name out there. Exactly. I mean, that's why Doge is at 17 cents right now, is because of this building excitement. But when do the retail come in? Yeah, exactly, CDM. When does that happen? Could be post-election. If Doge starts moving and it is out there in the news, how much SHIB to hold, Pepe? Well, that's up to your own financial position. Everybody's in a different place financially wise. So how much you can afford to risk in buying a cryptocurrency is different than most everybody else. So you've got to decide for that. But just remember, again, it's a cryptocurrency. There's always risk there. So Pavel, at the beginning of this year, January 1st, you can go onto my YouTube channel and you can find my 2024 price prediction from 10 months ago. And my prediction was 20 cents. And at that time, Doge was at about 7. So I said 20 cents. And that is still in play. Now, right now, I think Doge is going to do better than that based on it being 2 cents higher at the end of October than I thought it would be. I thought it would be more in the 14s. Now we're in the 16s. So getting to 22, 23 cents, that would be great. But with all this excitement next week, who knows? But that's where I was. Yes, exactly, JJ. Crypto pumped after Biden won. The crypto market doesn't care. Yep, that is true. Now, there may be some disappointment, particularly with Doge, because of Elon wouldn't be involved in this government efficiency thing. But Doge only pump and dump, no utility. We're working on that utility. We're working on it. You can use Doge to buy things, and that is just going to keep increasing. The availability of merchants accepting Dogecoin is going to continue to grow. It doesn't say our members below your name because you're probably looking at it on your phone. So go to a computer, Sean. Okay? Go to a computer and do it. June is well known for dips. All summer. This past summer, we had big dips. And from mid-May and June in 2021, even during the bull market, we had huge dips. So yeah, it happens. Link just had some great news. Field of potential. Yeah, again, Chainlink is one of those Oracle things that, I mean, there's utility there, and it's been a slow grind, though. It's a slow grind. But, you know, come the full altcoin bull market. Yeah, I know, Wei. We talked about DJT just getting totally shorted. But again, I bought it at $15. So, but I sold it at 50. I sold yesterday at 50, and then I rebought at 40. And I got 200 additional shares rebuying. So I went from 1,000 shares to 1,200 shares now. So I've got 1,200 shares of DJT now, down a little bit. It's getting shorted. All to hell. Friar Louis, long holder, Elon Musk, Trump, Doge, $1 in 2025. Yeah, Trump was against crypto because he was for the US dollar in his last term as president. So he wasn't a Bitcoin hater. He was a US dollar lover, and he's protecting the US dollar. That's where his mind was. He saw Bitcoin as being a rival currency to the dollar. And that's why he said whatever he did about Bitcoin and crypto back then. But I think he's come around on that. Ido, I think that Doge will explode if Elon decides to put it on X. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's going to take a while. That is going to take a while. Yeah, Wei, I know. I don't mind reminding people what we talked about before. You can always scroll back during the live stream and get caught up. Some people like to watch it on a 2x, right? Double speed. You get caught up. You can do that. Michael, you just started a trade at the bottom of the chart. You think it'll keep going up. I think there'll be a lot of ups and downs, like a roller coaster. So ride the waves. No, the whole government efficiency has nothing to do with Dogecoin, specifically as a currency. It has nothing to do with it other than the name. Exactly. Remember, Dogecoin is a meme, right? It's a meme coin. Remember that. It pumps on hype. That's how Dogecoin trades. Now, there's slow growing of utility, but even Elon said, don't bet the farm on it. Everything takes time. But there are more and more merchants who are now accepting Dogecoin as payment, and they're having fun with it, like that Williamsburg Pizza in New York City, the University Sports Grill in Tempe, Arizona. I saw another one in Montana, another bar that's got one of those Dogecoin, checkout systems. So it's growing. It's growing. If Elon puts it on X, it'll be huge, which is why I'm always going to own some Dogecoin. I'm never going to sell all of my Doge. Always going to have some. Yeah, I don't think Trump is Mr. 100. No. Hey, folks. Yep, trying to catch up. Yeah, watch it at maybe 1.5 speed. Mert, call it what you will. Whatever. I think we'll keep going up for now. Let's see. We'll see. Let's go, Fred. Yeah, let's go. Josh, you plan on accepting soon, but you're a service biz. Hey, if you give people a little bit of a discount, I mean, Williamsburg Pizza gives like a 25% discount. Maybe you don't want to do that much, but you give a discount and then you get Doge, and then the Doge goes up, right? You make money. You make money on the deal. And the word gets out about your business, you're accepting Dogecoin, you might get some customers you may not normally have gotten because somebody can pay in Doge. There's a lot of Doge lovers out there. I mean, there's a lot of people specifically going to Williamsburg Pizza in New York City, Lower East Side. They're going down there. You got a lot of pizza choices in New York. But to do the whole Dogecoin thing, I mean, it's a novel thing still right now, but it's cool. People are doing it. People are doing it. I've reposted a couple of them on my ex Twitter. Here's Williamsburg Pizzas right here. So you can find them on X Twitter, and you'll see their little checkout terminal here with the Dogecoin on it, and they're 25% off right there. That's what it looks like. And it just goes wallet to wallet. So if you've got like a MyDoge wallet or Trust wallet and you got some Doge in it on your phone, you just zap the QR code that comes up and it goes wallet to wallet, direct. Minimal fee, just the transaction fee, the network fee. It's not going through BitPay or any of those other third parties. It's just only Dogecoin, wallet to wallet. The best way to do it. I know. A lot of Bitcoin. And he got like 2 or 3 pizzas, I remember. I made a video on it once, a couple years ago. Yeah. It's like 10,000 Bitcoin for a couple pizzas. It's like, wow. 10,000 Bitcoin. But Bitcoin was like Doge back then, you know? Bitcoin was like Doge. You'll be in New York City for the marathon? Go find some pizza, Williamsburg Pizza. If you want their Twitter handle, just look under my Twitter page and you'll see them. Pizza, Dogecoin. For those guys that don't follow me on X Twitter, you should. I got a lot of good stuff. Dogecoin hit 15 cents. Here's the Elon Musk Doge meme. Having a lot of fun with Dogecoin and other cryptos and other stuff. Hey, look at Doge. Finally breaking up above 17 cents here. Look at that. Let's go. What's Bitcoin doing? 72.4. It's just kind of going up and down. But Doge, looking good. Looking good. Where does a person get the Doge terminal? Donnie asks. Okay, so that Doge terminal is called, I think it's Doge Express. Yes, Doge Express. So find Doge. He's at Express Doge. At Express Doge on X. And they have contacts there on how it works. Doge is peer-to-peer. Doge Express goes live in Spain. Oh, look at that. Ventura Harbor Bar in Palma in Spain, the heart of Mallorca, makes history as the first bar in Europe to accept Dogecoin using Doge Express. There you go. Doge Express. Look at that. There's a cannabis refinery dispensary. Here's a terminal right there. Doge. You can buy some cannabis with Doge. Look at that. Just like that. There's the Doge Express terminal. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Here's the one that's in Montana, the Cowboys Lodge and Grill in Gardner, Montana. They've got a terminal. So check them out. It's growing. It's slowly growing. But it was the whole upgrade to the Dogecoin core that the developers did with the whole Leap Doge that we were talking about that's allowing that to happen. It's an upgrade to the Dogecoin code. So those that say Doge is dead, nobody's doing anything with it. No, that's not true. The devs are continuing to upgrade, and they're upgrading particularly for Dogecoin to be used as a peer-to-peer currency, which Elon had asked them to do back in 2021. For Dogecoin to really make it, they needed to speed up the transaction time, and they needed to reduce the fees. And they did that. And now they're working more on the integration side, how easy it is to be able to have terminals like that. So that is all building. And now Mert's hungry. Oh, way. Really? The Silk Road, right? The Silk Road. Wow. From Afghanistan, Faisal. Welcome. From Afghanistan. I got people from all over the world here. Who else is here? Where are you guys from? You're not all here in the United States. I know that. I know you're not. Let's do a roll call here. Put in the chat. Where are you from? Raju, India. Welcome. Welcome. We're just hanging out with Dogecoin. We already covered all the news. Tucson, Arizona. Close to being in another country. Alabama, Wisconsin, Honduras. Ways in Illinois. Yes, I know that. You should go see the Boston Celtics play the Bulls in Chicago. Celtics team looks great. Virginia. Love it. Ahmet from Turkey. Michael from Jacksonville, from Cuba. I went to school at the University of Miami down in Coral Gables, and there were a lot of Cubans down there. Lots of Cubans down there. So I had a lot of Cuban friends when I was in college. Go down to Calle Ocho and get some Cuban food. Oh, so good. So good. Josh from Somerset, Mass. Little New York, Arizona. Yeah, people from all over. This is the beautiful thing about doing these YouTube live streams is we're like one big family here, you know? It's good to know where everybody's from. Marino down in South Texas. Hope you didn't get hit by any of those hurricanes this year. And then, of course, same with Victor in North Carolina, because you got hit pretty bad in your state as well. De nada, Michael, de nada. Yeah, of course, that's where you're from, Mert. I wouldn't have guessed anywhere else but that. I wouldn't have guessed anywhere else for you. Port Charlotte. Yeah, few from Florida here. Zach out in Western Mass. I enjoyed Tanglewood again this fall. Nice concert. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony on the closing concert. It was awesome. It's good to hear Beethoven's Ninth live. I'm guessing Norway. Doge Viking. No, oh, you said Sweden. Then why are you called Norway? Michael's from Sweden. I'm originally from Chicago, where Way is. I was born in Chicago, went to school in Miami, and ended up here in Boston. So I am now in Boston. I've been here for lots of years. Lots of years here in Boston. A Canadian in the house, Shemi. Awesome. Yeah, I don't get it. Sweden, Norway. It's all Scandinavia. Okay, back to it. At the start of this run from 9 to 17, I was worried about it crashing, but I'm definitely more confident now. Yes, TCG, that's what we're talking about. You know, when the price goes up, you start feeling more confident, don't you? This run here, that's pretty nice. So we can mark it from this blue vertical line here was the FOMC meeting. So from the FOMC meeting, Dogecoin is up 69%. Look at that. 69%. Can you believe that? 69. Sometimes numbers are just too funny. Like Elon predicting that Trump on Polymarket is going to get to 69%. ADA hasn't moved a millimeter. Yeah, Beam. Did you see what I posted on X Twitter last night? You got to follow me on X Twitter, guys. We do have a lot of fun. Let me get back to my channel here. Here's what I said. Where was that? Dogecoin shorts. Here it is. Cardano's ADA token breaks 36 cents. It hasn't been at this level since last week. Last week. So yeah, ADA is a lot like XRP and is acting like a stable coin, which is unfortunate because I do own some Cardano and it's just not moving. But yeah, last night, sweet dreams, Dogecoin. Yeah, just having fun on X Twitter. Having some fun. So join in. This morning it was the reliving Elon Musk here.
A bunch of Dogecoin. I still own a bunch of Dogecoin. I still own a bunch of Dogecoin. I still own a bunch of Dogecoin.
That's what he said back in 2021. Still own a bunch of Dogecoin. Or maybe he said that in 22. I don't remember when that clip was from. But yeah. Look at Doge. Nice recovery, guys. Who was it that said whenever Kriss is live, Doge goes up? Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, keep the Scandinavians and the Danes part. Followed. Thank you. Thanks, Faisal. Just having fun. I'm not a content creator on X. I don't get payouts or anything. I just have fun there. I never had a Cuban cigarette. There were a lot of cigars, though, that's for sure. South Miami and Little Havana, lots. So that's what we've going on, guys. Look, I will not have a live on Friday. I am busy on Friday, but I'm going to have live streams next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Make sure that you are subscribed. You've got your notifications on. I'll have some videos coming out, though, so just watch for the videos. But unfortunately, won't be able to go live until Monday. So for you live streamers in the chat here, we'll see you Monday. For others, and you guys too, watch for my videos as well. Hope you all are well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.